forget that dirty floor. When our show is on, housework is a bore. Watch Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
I like the outfit, Jack. Very nice. Hello there. Welcome to Card Sharks. Yeah, I hope you're going to relax for a half hour and join us. Nice to have you here again. And our thanks to Sheila Mosley of Clay City, Illinois, watching us on WTWO Channel 2 for the opening poem. Thank you, Sheila Mosley. As time ran out, our champion won, and we're going to get a crack at the money cards. So let's bring out this real estate salesman from Simi Valley, California, Martin Walker. Hello, Martin. Good to see you again.
Good to be here.
Nice to get up and be going for the big money again.
Oh,
right?
terrific, terrific.
Martin is a very good player. If you haven't been with us, Martin already has $8,300 in cold cash. So you cut those money cards before we went on the air?
I did.
Then let's open up the board and get to the money cards right now, Martin. You hop up here, and magically the board will open. And Janice and Melinda will start dealing out the money cards as we give you $200 of new money on the bottom line and 3 cards to bet as you will. Move up to the second level. We add another $200 of betting money, 3 more cards. Minimum bets, of course, you know, $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet. There you must risk at least half the money. Good luck, Martin.
Thank you, Jim.
Here's $50. Here's $200. What am I giving you $50 for? 200. Let's start you off big, 200. And a choice of base cards starting with a 2.
Terrific card. All of it higher.
All of it $200. That this is higher than a 2. It is. Oh, a 3.
All of it higher.
Double or nothing for $800 higher.
All
Yes.
right.
Nicely done.
$50 higher.
50. He says the $50 much quieter, doesn't he? $50 higher than a 6. It is.
All right.
Nice job on the bottom level. $850. Another $200 as we move it up. You have $1,050. Do you want that 9?
Change that card.
And let's see if we can improve it. You've got good money going in. A jack. A little better.
$250 lower.
$250 lower than a jack. It is.
$200 higher.
200 higher than a 5. Right again for $1,500, but you're right up the middle.
$50 higher.
We haven't seen many high cards. Let's see one right now. 50 higher. He's right again. $1,550. A queen goes up. Do you want it for the big bet?
I'll keep that queen.
And you must bet at least $775, Martin.
I'll bet half of it lower.
$775 that this card is lower than a queen. He's right again for $2,325. Oh, you called them all right. Some of the cards were not so good, but you played them beautifully, Martin. Come on down. And with that nice win, Martin Walker is up to $10,625 in cash. And we'll have a new challenger out right after we take time out for this important message. Way to go. You really caught them well. Beautiful. All right, Martin. Janice deals out 2 brand new decks of cards. Time to meet a new challenger on Card Sharks. Michael Monroe. Hello, Michael. I'm fine. Won't you tell us a little about yourself, sir?
Well, my name is Michael Monroe. I'm a bartender, I'm a student, and a salesman. I was born in Indianapolis, Indiana, and from there I joined the Navy, and I learned to love the ocean so much I stayed here in California, right by the ocean.
Good. So you are a student, and you work, and bartending, and everything else.
Yes, sir.
You're a busy man. Nice to have you here with us. You cut your cards?
Yes, sir, I did.
And here we go. We start the best 2 games out of 3 with a question to Martin, the champion. Martin, we surveyed 100 prison inmates. These are all men who are currently serving time in San Quentin prison. And we asked them, would you object if the lawyer appointed to defend you was a woman? How many inmates would object if the lawyer appointed to defend them was a woman?
It's interesting. I just went through a divorce, and my attorney was a woman. And they're good. So I would say...
Did you lose or win in the divorce, Martin?
We won't go into that.
Oh, okay. How many inmates would object if the lawyer was a woman?
I would say 72.
72 out of 100 would object to a woman lawyer, Michael.
I think that the people in prison might be more chauvinistic than not. So I think that number would be a little bit lower than 72.
How many would object?
Would
He
object?
said 72.
Less than 72.
Less than 70. You don't think it's quite that many. All right. So if it is less, you'll play your cards. If not, Martin plays his. The actual number of inmates who would object if the lawyer appointed to defend them was a woman is 5. That's all. Much lower. They were not chauvinistic at all. And Michael starts off the match with a 10.
Oh, change that card.
Winning the question, you have the right to change it to an ace.
All right.
Lower than the ace. Yes, an 8.
Freeze.
We move over the freeze bar, protecting that position. And Michael, your first question. Michael, we asked 100 married women. Have you ever given your husband a piggyback ride? How many women have given their husband a piggyback ride? I don't know why we asked them that, but we did. How many have?
Well, I don't think too many women are strong enough to give their husbands piggyback rides, but I think they might have tried. I'm going to say it's a low number, around 25.
25 out of 100 women have given their husband a piggyback ride, Martin.
But women like to think of themselves as the weaker sex, and I think it's going to be lower.
Even lower than that. The actual number of women who have given their husband a piggyback ride is 13. It is lower. Martin. That's the silliest question. Martin, you start with an ace as well.
Great card, lower.
Lower than the ace. A jack.
Lower.
Risking it lower. It is a 10.
That's freeze.
And now it's Martin with the one-card advantage. And question 3 to you, Martin. Martin, we asked 100 teenagers whose father is a child psychologist. Have you had a happy childhood? How many teenagers whose father is a child psychologist are having a happy childhood?
I think most people, regardless of their occupation, had a happy childhood. I'm going to say the number is 71.
71 out of 100 say, yeah, their childhood's been happy.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think that the children being coached more by their parents would think, well, my parent is a child psychologist, and I think I'm getting extra coaching, so they would look at it differently. I think it's going to be lower than that.
Yeah, right. How many teenagers are having a happy childhood? He said 71. You say lower. Makes sense to me. The actual number of children of child psychologists who are having a happy childhood is 89, not lower, much higher. Martin, 10. Martin, you've got a 10.
Let's change it.
And he could try to improve it. The 10 to a 9.
Oh, lower.
Lower than a 9. Oh, no, queen is not lower. And Michael, a free chance to play off the 8.
Higher.
Higher than the 8. No, the 7 is not higher. And Janice fills in the spaces, and that sets up sudden death. Someone has to win it on display of the cards. Michael? Now, Michael, grooms often rent the suit they wear on their wedding day. So we asked 100 women who are engaged to be married, would you be willing to rent your wedding gown? How many engaged women would be willing to rent their wedding gown?
Well, what I've noticed in the past about women is they always like to keep the wedding gown as an heirloom, pass it on to their daughters, and it usually is passed down, so that number is very low, 10.
10 out of 100 would rent their wedding gown, Martin.
Women are very sentimental, but I think it's going to be a wee bit higher.
Just a little higher than that.
Yes.
The actual number of engaged women who would be willing to rent their wedding gown is 30. It is a little higher. Martin, 30. Now, Martin, in sudden death, you need 2 cards, while Michael is up the middle with an 8, needing 3 cards. And you have control, as you often have in past matches. Play it or pass it?
Pass it.
All right, Michael, you need them all to win. One mistake, the game belongs to Martin.
Lower.
He says lower than the 8, and it is a 2.
Higher.
Higher than the 2, a 4. For the first game of the match, it is higher. Michael wins game 1. Well, 3 cards for the challenger in game 1, and we'll be right back as the champion tries to make a comeback after this. Well, the challenger with a great run is game 1. Janice deals out same 2 decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck, and we start game 2, and now the champion is behind. Martin, the question to you. Martin, we asked 100 people, when it comes to deciding how to run the country, do you think your vote really makes a difference? How many people think their vote really does make a difference?
I think a lot of them do. They go out to vote, they're conscientious, and I think the number's about 88.
88 out of 100 say, yeah, my vote counts. Michael?
Okay, well, the way things are going today, I think that the mood of the American people is a little bit off-key. I mean, yeah, I think it's be a lot lower than that.
So you say lower.
Lower.
The actual number of people who think their vote really makes a difference is 56. Michael is right. It is lower. And Michael starts game 2 with a jack.
Lower.
Gonna play it lower. No, it's not lower. And this time it is Martin with a free chance at a 5.
Higher.
Higher than the 5. No, a 4 is not higher. Neither player could advance. Question 2 to you, Michael. And our man on the street went to a nudist camp in Southern California. Where does he get all the good jobs and we don't go anyplace? Our man on the street went to a nudist camp in Southern California, and he asked 100 married women, romantically speaking, do you trust your husband more with his clothes on or his clothes off? How many women nudists trust their husband more when he has his clothes off?
Okay, I know people that go to nudist colonies, and the reason they go there is just for nature, and they trust each other very much, and there's not much that goes on in the nudist camp, so it's...
So do they trust him more with his clothes off, then?
No, it's a number 78.
78?
78.
78 out of 100 women nudists trust their husband more when he has his clothes off.
I think that if you're a faithful person, you're going to be faithful regardless of what you wear. So the question is, how many
trust him with his clothes off?
It's going to be a little lower, though.
Little lower, though. The actual number of women nudists who trust their husband more when he has his clothes off is 68, just a little lower. Martin. Martin has a 5.
Let's change that card.
And let's change the 5 to a 4.
Okay, higher.
Stop laughing, Janice. You get to me. Higher than a 4. Oh, a 2 is not higher. And, Michael, you've got a jack.
Lower than that, Jack.
Lower than the jack. This time it is.
Freeze.
Now it's Michael with a 1-card advantage. And question 3 goes to you, Martin. Martin, we asked 100 Japanese teenage girls, have you ever worn lipstick? How many Japanese teenage girls have worn lipstick?
Customs are changing there. I think it's going to be a high number. Let's go 63.
63 out of 100 Japanese teenagers say, yeah, they've worn lipstick.
All right, I believe that the customs are changing there, and the women are becoming more liberal. Yes, the number's higher than that.
Even higher.
Higher than 63.
The actual number of Japanese teenage girls who have worn lipstick is 66, just a little higher. Michael, by 3, you've got it.
Change that card, please.
And now Michael can get rid of that 9. And then, another 9.
Lower.
Lower than the 9. No, king's not lower. And Martin with a free chance off the 4.
Higher.
Higher than the 4. It is with a queen. Lower than the queen. A king is not. And the cards really bounced around, and now as one player needs 4, the other needs 3, sudden death. Michael, 100 married women. We asked 100 married women. When you're out with another couple and your husband starts saying something you don't want said, do you ever kick him under the table? How many women do kick their husband under the table when he starts saying something they don't want said?
That happens all the time, Jim. I'm sure it's a number like 85.
85 out of 100, so yeah, they'll kick him.
I think a lot of them do that from experience, but I'm going to go just a wee bit higher.
Even more than 85.
That's right.
Okay. The actual number of women who kick their husband under the table when he starts saying something they don't want said is 65. It's not higher. Michael has it. And it's sudden death. Michael, you need 3 cards. Martin with a good base card of 4 needs 4, but this time you've got control.
I have to pass, Martin.
Thank you.
And you need them all, Martin, if you want another crack at the money. If you make a mistake, we have a new champion with a 4.
Higher.
Higher, he says. Higher it is, a 6.
Higher.
Higher again. Oh, no, it's not. We have a new champion on Card Shark. Couldn't do it. So we have to say goodbye to Martin. Fine champion, $10,625.
We've had a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Everyone here has just been terrific.
That's nice to hear. Thank you, Martin. Martin Walker. And Michael Monroe, our student, bartender, worker, and all-around bon vivant, goes for the big money right after we take time out. Way to go. Back with our new champion, Michael Monroe. Nice audience rooting him on. A good group from Kennedy High School helping along with the cheering there, right? Michael, you cut the money cards?
Yes, I did.
And, of course, as we've already played them, we dealt them out in front of our studio audience, so good luck to you, sir.
Well, thank
Here's
you.
$200. And remember that you can change that base card on each level if you need to. Thank you, Belinda. We'll start with 200 and a 4.
Good card. Higher. Higher.
Would you like to bet some money,
I'm
Michael?
staying with that card. It's higher.
Well, how much money would you like to bet, sir?
$100.
Okay, see, now we're together. $100. Higher than a 4? He's right.
All right. $200 lower.
200. Lower than a queen. Right again for 500.
$50 lower.
Lower for 50. Lower than a 9? He's right with a 3.
I'd like to keep that card,
Up
please.
it goes with the other 200. You have 750.
$500 higher.
$500 higher than a 3. Yes.
All right.
Up the middle.
$50 lower.
$50 lower than an 8. It is a 7
right.
for $1,300.
$100 lower than the 7.
You're going a little against the odds on this.
Yes, I know.
He's got a feeling. 100. Is he right? No. But we're going to move up that 9, and you don't have to play it.
I'd like to change that card, Jim.
Come on. Let's see a good one for Michael. The base card, an 8. Up the middle, Michael, you must bet at least 600. You have 1,200. You're looking at a middle card. What do you say?
Right up the middle and higher.
How much?
Right up the middle, $600 and higher.
You're going to say higher. Let's go. Be there for $600. Higher than the 8? It is! $1,800. Way to go with that middle card. 1,800, 200 in the game. A nice round $2,000 for that play of Card Sharks. Way to go. Come on down here, Michael. Got to tend a lot of bar for that kind of money, right?
That's right.
Michael Monroe, our champion, will be out with a new challenger in a moment. Right now, we're going to take time out for this. Okay, Michael. Janice is dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards, and here comes the new challenger on Card Sharks. Sue Reese. Hello, Sue. Welcome.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Hi, my
Won't you tell us something about yourself?
Well, my name is Susan Reese, and I live in Marina Del Rey. I own a beauty salon in Costa Mesa. And my hobbies are skiing, which I'm looking forward to doing pretty soon if it snows. And I love to gamble. That's why I'm on Card Shark.
Good. You live in the marina by the water, but skiing is your hobby, huh?
Yeah.
Nice to have you here with us, Sue.
Thank you very
You
much.
cut the cards?
I sure did.
Then here we go. And we'll start off with a question of the champion. And, Michael, that means you. Michael, we asked 100 married women. Does a wife have a duty to be nice to her mother-in-law, even if she can't stand her? How many married women said a wife does have a duty to be nice to her mother-in-law?
Okay, married women are funny that way, but I do believe that they have the duty. Okay, it is necessary because you took that along when you got married, right? So that number is fairly high, 75.
75 out of 100 say, yeah, they have a duty to be nice to the mother-in-law, even if they can't stand her.
I was married once, and I disliked my mother-in-law, so I'm going to have to say that number is low.
You say lower. She looked pointedly into the camera and said, and I didn't like my mother-in-law, in case she's watching, 75 and lower. The actual number of married women who said a wife has a duty to be nice to her mother-in-law, even if she can't stand her, is 72, just a little lower. Sue, just a tiny bit lower. And Sue starts off the match with a 7.
Ooh, change that card, please.
And the 7 becomes a king.
Ooh, okay, lower.
Lower than the king. Yes, a jack.
Lower again.
Risking it lower. It is an 8.
Freeze.
And now Sue comes off to a good start. And your first question. Sue, we asked 100 school bus drivers. Have you ever taken a busload of kids to the wrong school? How many school bus drivers admitted they have?
I don't think very many would take the kids to the wrong school. I can't imagine them driving that far, but I would have to say that would be a low number, around 20.
20 out of 100 have driven to the wrong school, Michael.
Okay, I know that there are some tests that you have to take to be a bus driver, and I don't think that they would make that mistake. I'm going to have to say lower.
Even lower than that?
Yes.
The actual number of bus drivers who've taken a busload of kids to the wrong school is 14. It is lower. Michael. But 14, nonetheless. Michael, you start off the match with a 5.
Change that card, please.
And the 5 to a 3.
All right,
Good change.
higher.
Higher than the 3. An 8.
Oh, freeze.
And Michael needing 3. Sue needs 2. Saw that 8 and got very definitive about that.
Right.
Michael, we found 100 bachelors who are living with a woman. And we asked them, do you and your lady have a joint savings account? How many men keep a joint savings account with the woman they live with?
Okay, I'm a bachelor, and I've been in that position before, and there's no way that would happen. It would have to be a low number, 15.
15 out of 100 have a joint savings account with their ladies, Sue.
Well, my boyfriend's a bachelor, and he lives with me, and we don't have a joint savings account, so I'm going to have to say that that's a little bit higher, even though I don't think we would have one.
So you think it'll be a little higher, though?
Yeah.
Right. The actual
That
number of
doesn't make
single
sense.
men keeping a joint savings account with the woman they live with is 20. She's right. Sue has it.
Change that card.
Sue can get rid of the 8 now. And we change the 8 to an 8.
Ooh, lower.
Lower than the ace, the queen.
Lower.
For the first game of the match, is it lower? Yes,
Yeah.
Sue wins game 1. And it's game 1 of the Challenger. Sue, you're off to a good start with 1 game, and Janice will deal out the same 2 decks of cards as we start game 2 with a question to you, Sue. Sue, we asked 100 women who have been married for 25 years or more. Have you and your husband lived in the same home ever since you got married? How many women married 25 years or more have lived in the same home since they've been married?
Gee, my parents were married 25 years, and they lived in the same home. So I'm going to have to say that that's about 50.
50 out of 100. Higher or lower, Michael?
Oh, okay. Usually when married couples get married, they usually have an apartment. Then they move into a
How
home.
many have
so
been in
that
the same
number's
home?
lower.
You say lower. The actual number of women who've been married for 25 years or more who've lived in the same home is 7. That's all. Michael, you got it. And Michael starts game 2 with a jack.
Lower.
Lower than the jack. A 6.
Higher.
Risking it higher. No, it's not higher. Back to the base card goes Michael, and Sue has a free chance at an 8.
Oh, I'll say higher.
Higher than the 8, it is a jack.
I'll say lower.
Lower than the jack, a 2.
I'll say higher.
Higher than the 2, a queen.
Lower.
We have a new champion if it's lower, and we do. Sue wins it. Michael Monroe leaving us with $2,000. Thank you, Michael. Good luck with your study. And Sue Reese, our new champion, will go for the big money on our next Card Shark. Bye-bye for now.
A representative of the studio audience will receive a 2-piece ensemble of Roper Starflight zipper luggage featuring a garment bag and 30-inch carry-all with wheels. Handsomely styled and easy clean exteriors designed to protect, furnished by Roper Starflight. And some of our contestants will receive through test Easy Care Flat Enamel combined with flat finish of latex with the scrubbability of enamel exclusively from True Value Hardware stores. Winnie the Pooh dresses and suits from Sears, loaded with style and the good quality you expect from Winnie the Pooh and Sears. The 4-slice toaster from GE with dual controls can toast.